On this journey through New Zealand, I'm taking 3 of the most scenic trains of the country, the TransAlpine, the Coastal Pacific and the Northern Explorer. I'm traveling 1200 kilometers from the west to the east coast and from the south to the North Island. In 3 days I will test out second and first class, eat delicious food, have good company and see mountains, oceans, volcanoes, countless sheep and much more. And my journey begins at the west coast of the South Island. I'm on the west coast of New Zealand in a tiny little town called Greymouth. I'm gonna take this train behind me, the TransAlpine, through the beautiful mountains all the way to Christchurch. It'll take me about 5 hours. Let's hop on board and get the journey started. This is first class. I'm gonna travel in that later in the video. Today I'm in second class. With the second class ticket that costs around 150 USD one way, you get an assigned seat in a comfortable carriage with big windows. As we are leaving the station, I realized that not many people are riding the train today, which gives me the opportunity to move seats to get the best views. No mountain views yet though, so let's check out the menu of the cafe cart on board that is conveniently located in the next carriage. You can choose from a selection of pre-made hot meals, sandwiches, cold alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, and of course coffee. And I got a small latte. New Zealand is known for its good coffee, and the latte I had on board definitely didn't disappoint. Thank you so much. No worries. The cafe car is reserved for people to eat, but because it's totally empty, I have no problems finding a good seat to enjoy the views from here for a bit. This is Scenic class. If you want to see what Scenic Plus class looks like, which is the first class, keep watching the video because I'm riding that on the next train. Also, one of my good friends is going to join me on the train. You might have seen him on the channel before. And while I'm enjoying my coffee, the mountains outside keep getting higher and the views keep getting better. So it's time to check out the open-air viewing carriage at the back of the train. Okay, this is the viewing deck. Nice fresh air here. I'm so tall, so I gotta duck down a little bit to see something, but yeah, it's nice to be outside and breathe in the fresh air. I've seen a lot of people come off the train in Greymouth, so this cart can get really busy, especially in the high season. If you care about the outdoor views, it might be a good idea to book first class because you get your own viewing carriage for way less passengers. On today's train, the outdoor deck is almost empty, but this is definitely the place to be as you can enjoy the beautiful mountain views with a breeze of fresh air. After a lot of beautiful mountain scenery, we are approaching another highlight of the trip, the Otira Tunnel. When the tunnel first opened in 1923, it was the 7th longest tunnel in the world, connecting the east and the west coast of New Zealand. We're in the 8.4 kilometer tunnel now. It's gonna take a while. To cross this tunnel, the outdoor deck is closed, and for safety reasons, you can't leave your designated carriage to go to the washroom or cafe car. As we reach the other side, we arrive at Arthur's Pass, the highest operational railway station in New Zealand and getaway to a national park with many great hikes. The train stops here for a few minutes, so the perfect opportunity to step out on the platform and stretch the legs. Back on board. After leaving Arthur's Pass behind, the most scenic stretch of the journey begins. Unfortunately, the weather is not the best, but rivers, high mountains and a lot of tunnels make for incredible views. The weather forecast looks better for tomorrow, so I'm excited for some more scenic views along the coastline. And as fun as it is to ride trains alone, it's even better with company. So I'm looking forward to one of my friends joining me tomorrow in Christchurch to take the Coastal Pacific train. This time in first class. For now, I'm enjoying the views on the TransAlpine for the last 30 minutes as the mountains transform into hills and the sun is slowly setting as we arrive in Christchurch after a 4.5-hour journey. All right, I made it to Christchurch and back here tomorrow early. Leaves at 7 a.m. the train all the way to Picton, and there's a very special guy coming with me. Stay tuned. I am back again at the railway station in Wellington for an early 7 a.m. check-in to ride the Coastal Pacific train, and as promised, one of my friends is joining me today. Let's see how today's Scenic Plus class compares to yesterday's second class. First class gets its own brand new beautiful carriage with a private white tablecloth table and all meals included. I'm so glad I have company today, and with Mike from the Downey Life YouTube channel, a literal rail travel veteran joining me. This is the third train journey we're doing together, and I'm sure it's going to be just as fun as the ones back home in Canada.
Start the whole trip is going really well.
Yeah, nice weather, good company.
You beat me to it.
We will get served a lot of food and drinks today, and breakfast starts off with a little pastry and coffee.
Good?
Yeah, it was good. The butter is delicious.
The weather is so sunny today and the beautiful soft morning light reflects off the green hills of New Zealand, so the perfect time for some fresh air on the viewing deck.
Outdoor car.
Outdoor car. It's pretty windy here.
It is very windy.
So that's why I'm wearing my winter puffer jacket.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, but the scenery is so beautiful. Very New Zealand, very green. It's warm in here.
Much warmer. My head is freezing.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out there. Back in the warmth and walking by the cafe car of the second class and seeing all the pre-made meals, I'm happy we get fresh prep food this time, and seeing all the beautiful nature made me pretty hungry.
There's a croissant at your seat.
Oh, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
All the food is super fresh, delicious, and made with local ingredients. But we are not staying in our seats very long because we approach the coast and it will be the first time seeing the Pacific Ocean today. I'm sure Mike will do his famous bathroom tour in here. So head over to his channel and check out the bathroom tour. Now we got snow-capped mountains on one side and the ocean on the other. I'm starting to think that this train has even better views than the more popular TransAlpine train I took yesterday.
So this is Scenic class, and it is very scenic, but we're in Scenic Plus, which basically comes with the fine dining.
Speaking of dining, it's lunchtime and we get served another delicious meal and dessert before we arrive at the ferry terminal for the North Island.
This is delicious.
You probably wasn't wearing more than one.
Rich?
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's good.
It's rich, but it's so good.
How do you enjoy that, Mike?
I loved it. That was a great trip.
Great
You know
scenery.
what I'm most excited about? We
What?
get an even longer train tomorrow.
Yeah, excited for that too.
Aren't you excited for that, Seb?
I'm so excited.
He's so excited, folks.
8 hours.
But first we get a ferry.
And as we check in for the ferry, Mike already has some plans for the next adventures.
Wow. We should go there.
Wellington is beautiful.
We should go there. Oh, they have Via
Ferrata.
Have you ever done one? You'd love
No.
I'd love to take you.
This is me. This is me saying on camera, I want to take Seb on a Via Ferrata. We should put in the comments where we want to do it.
I know a really sketchy one in Switzerland.
The ferry from Picton to Wellington takes around 3.5 hours and is considered one of the most scenic in the world. The ferry is huge with restaurants and cafes, but because the weather is nice, we find ourselves on the outdoor deck.
Where to next? Who knows?
Wellington, I think.
Good call. Let's go.
The sailing can be rough at times, but today was pretty calm, so we arrive on schedule in the capital of New Zealand, where we take transit to our hotel.
Nice view. I booked the best room in the building. Best view on the train tracks.
Nice. This is perfect. We have 2 separate beds, but they're nice and close.
It's already late in the day, but we gotta see a little bit of Wellington, so the cable car to a viewpoint on the hills is the obvious choice for this evening, before heading to bed early for our last but longest train ride of the trip from Wellington all the way to Auckland tomorrow.
Back at the railway station. Gonna take another train today. It's gonna be a long one all the way to Auckland.
We're gonna get all our luggage to the far end of the train. Here we go.
Alright, settling in. Got a nice tablecloth again.
Big windows.
Travel buddy.
I think we're set.
And we're off. Off to Auckland.
Here we go.
Now you may have noticed that the train car today in first class is not as nice as yesterday, but they told us the brand new carriage is on the way and should be in operation at the time the video comes out. The views through the big windows are just as good though, as the ocean appears briefly and we get served our first course. Looking at the menu for today's trip, there will be many more after this.
No coffee. Mike started without me.
We didn't,
So hungry, eh?
we have lots of meals to eat together.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Stop quickly at a station here, stretch your legs, and then back onto the train.
Can't stay out for too long because the next course is already on the way, and as there's not much else to do on a train, might as well enjoy the service.
Very good breakfast.
Very good.
Waiting for the viaduct.
We're ready.
We're ready. We're getting the cameras ready.
Outside where we're always here.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
You on board?
Blah.
What do you think, Mike? This compared to yesterday?
This is getting better, so it's hard to say. Yesterday was pretty spectacular. It set a high bar for today's train.
I agree. The scenery was better yesterday so far.
So far,
but
it's getting there.
Now, I don't want to bore you with all the food we got, but before we leave the train, we get served a few more meals, like lamb for lunch, a cheese platter, chicken for dinner, and strawberry cheesecake for dessert. I think we had about 10 courses today.
Reminiscing on the trip.
Does it have to end? No. Just rewind the video, start over.
We're gonna find all you can eat dinner spot.
No. No more food today. No more anything. Find the hotel, go to bed.
And just like that, the skyline of Auckland appears, which means this is the end of our train journey that Mike seemed to have enjoyed. This is not the end of our New Zealand trip though, we are doing something very exciting next, so subscribe to not miss the upcoming adventure.